Hi, this is Sean. This production is about an upcoming piece of computer software, infinite spreadsheet, customizable buffers, structures, and tables, function tables. Um, that it is a compiler that takes ASM source and assembly language hexadecimal source codes that transform into binary sets of opcodes and data as the boot sector. So you install your code into the boot sector and make a COM file. And then 3D is just the beginning. I mean, in the layers, you get the bottom, and then you get the second one, and then the third one, and the fourth one, and then you get the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then you get the top one, 15, and they layer 3D and cycle the digits. A digit has a size, and it's stretchable. Get the digits height and width. Well, calculations are various. They always change. They get smaller, more simple. To have an array of 15-byte digits. That's base 255. You get the 15-byte digits and have an array of digits that are 15 colors, ideally. The colors would start from light red to red, or light gray to dark gray, or from soft yellow to hot yellow, or like a fading yellow to red and blue to green, and you adjust the pixels. And then the keyboard would have a microchip where you press the key and it sends the code to the port. And every key has a code. So if you press 1, it sends a code. The microchip detects that you pressed 1, and it sends the code 1 to the CPU. But a program in the boot sector could also send a 1 and intercept the Rome port. All the highways lead to Rome, and that's the breadboard, the port, and the radio port. A super freaker scientist, inventor kind of idea that someday that this microchip will be strong, and resist the temperatures and the disasters and the foolish mistakes and bad luck, that the microchips would be solid and secure, not little things that break apart or they get fried when you put too much voltage. I mean, this C15 idea that an array of digits along with strings and integers and colors and keyboard and disk and memory, small and simple, and it's going to be available soon, where it solves patterns. You can make animation. It's an ongoing progress, but within this week, I mean, in a few days, if I get a bad sector, it could be months having to replace a part or something. So I'm kind of like making my prayers on these reboots. I turn it on when I turn the computer in my bedroom. That 2 Live Crew song 1 and 1. Well, turn on my computer and having some fun. Girls just want to have fun. Some modifications to that song. That the idea that we can draw high resolution high resolution pieces of artwork and stretch them to pixel sizes and height and width, stretch them and turn them, solve their patterns and animate them in steps where it's just B minus A plus B equals C, and you take those first two digits, and then there's the third and the fourth and the fifth. Like if you go, the first is 1, and the second is 2, then the third will be 3, then the fourth will be 4, and then 5, 6, 7. Because 1 and 2 go to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 to 4 go to 6, 8, and 3, 6 goes to 9, and 4, 8 goes to 12, or it could go 4, 8, 16 with the separate 2's multiplier. No scary monsters remaining, just the solve and the pull together of the opcodes and the A1000 madness. That's video mode A000 VGA. I'm looking at my notes here. The anti-admin. I've been so long trying to terrify the Yahoo admin for inventing his Service Pack 2 to override all of our hard work. I mean, geez. After Service Pack 2, XP, it was a collapse. And I faced the collapse. The world faced the collapse. And there's a lot of the books that now are play the Dungeon MP is a dungeon video game that's going to be an upcoming version. A dungeon video game, like the one I made years ago, Purple Dungeons, the levels and the little man and the arrow keys. These few things on this list are just all simple little codes, little recipes, little function formula codes where you got SI and is DSSI is digit 1, ESDI is digit 2, and ESBX is digit 3. And it solves a pattern. Each digit can be any size. I mean, I have it set to either 3 by 3, 7 by 7, or 15 by 15 on when you try this program. This is a software program, and then it's going to cycle them, and then it's going to add a delay. It's going to add a delay, and to swap the photo. It's going to solve the pattern and then play the pattern with the delay between frames. It should be done in a couple days. I mean, it's just an assembly language program. I'm going to sell to the government for a lot, and then it'll be available to everyone. The source code, it's my hard work. I'm not a slave. It's a good thing for being high. Base 255. Till we make it on a breadboard, we don't have a choice. 7 bits is the minimum amount we can write to a disk. The drive that supports 1 bit at a time writing is like a record player. So even in the woods, you can lost or stranded or being a great hero and saving things, you can cut little notches on a piece of wood and record information, and then later, years later, you can plug them into a computer and it'll read all the notches that you carved in the wood, and it would be like a disc. I mean, the philosophy here goes forever, where you give the numbers a little random kick. But it's only me doing this shit. Best shit is no shit. A little bit of shit runs into your problem. You get a lot of it. Eh? Step on the scale, motherfucker.